Y'all, it is cold. I hate winter. It comes around every year since I've been alive. And every year I hate it. I wish I knew how many videos I done start, stop, deleted. It is crazy. But I'm gonna try to perfect. I'm trying to perfect my craft, as far as like, man, just finding a topic and staying on it. But I can't. I like to talk, man. I like to talk. Depending on who I'm talking to, I like to talk. I like to talk. Right now I'm in Pittsburgh at a speedway. Hold on. Show y'all my surroundings. At a little speedway. Not bad of an area. Not bad, not too bad, not too bad. Deadhead, bobtailing, whichever term you like to use. Bobtailing, bobtailing. Oh shit, that's good. Just woke up, not too long. Bobtailing, letting the heat get circulating. I'm not a big fan of idling the truck. Idling the truck is loud to me. We allowed to idle it over here. Most companies, they don't want you to. Like, they want an explanation as to why you're idling, and you know, you got to keep your idle percent down. Some under 7 or under 10%. I kind of learned that. I kind of picked up that from my previous company. So when I got over here, I never idle. When I got over here, it was still blazing hot, man. It was like end of August, I think. Going into September, I started tanking. So I haven't been taking pretty long. That tells you. And when I got over here, man, my AC stopped working. I woke up hot, drenched in sweat. I'm like, man, what's going on? Then I had to meet the trainer. So I think I was like almost a couple minutes late, and I told him, I said, man, look, I ain't getting no good sleep, man. I was drenched in sweat, and I thought the idle rule went with this company as well. Like I said, every company I went to, you wasn't allowed to idle for so long. So it was like, well, why you ain't idle your truck? I was like, I hit him with the, oh snap, you can do that? And so next thing I know, I started idling my truck. But I think the first truck I had over here, it was a Mack. It was a Mack truck. And boy, when them things idle and them airbags feel, God dog, it sound like a million cans of Coke. It's just opening up at one time. I ain't never heard a loud airbags in my life. I'm like, shit. I hated that sound. So I hated idling with my truck. They gave me an International. It was slightly better. Don't get me wrong. It was slightly better. So I don't know. I still have my habits, man. When I get to sleep, I want it quiet. Like, it's not quiet out here in the trucking industry, but man, when I go to sleep, I want it as quiet as possible, as possible. Because once I cool my body down, cause I like to sleep with air, but shit, I be letting it get too cold, so cold that I don't even want to move, man. So yeah, I kind of pray for some people, man. If you can't idle, I feel bad for you. They got me moving tanks on this weekend. I had a long week. Long week. I was in Memphis last week around Monday, maybe Tuesday. I can't remember what exact day it was. I say Wednesday. It was Halloween. Yeah, it was Halloween. So I was in Memphis. I lost my card, my debit card. get on my app. I'm like, man, let me see what's going on. A $30 purchase out of nowhere. What the fuck is this? What's this place? Don't know nothing about it. I go to the store. I'm thinking maybe somebody purchased something and then left the freaking card there. I wouldn't have been so bad about that. I don't know why I thought that, but shit, I still wouldn't have been mad. I just want my card back. Well, it didn't turn up. Get an email notification. The motherfuckers went to Walgreens trying to make a $600 purchase. I'm not saying that they try to purchase $600 worth of shit, but you know, sometimes you can purchase one thing and try to get as much change as you can back, so you won't have to go to the ATM, or you know, some folks will do this, so you don't got to go to the ATM to try to punch in the code. So I figured that out. So I called my dispatcher. I'm like, look, I'm in a dilemma. I gotta I said I lost my debit card, but by the time that it should come to me, it should be Monday. So go home, boom, I'm chilling. I had to take some money out to get situated. So I take some money out. Then what happened? Monday come, get my card. I'm ready to rock and roll. Get my laundry. I get the last bit of laundry done. I'm ready to rock and roll. Now I gotta head to. They was like, man, look, whenever you get it, just head to Chicago. I already know where I'm going. I ain't got no time limit. They just want me to head up there. Say no more. Well, I always stop by Memphis. I'm from Covington, so I stop by Memphis, which is still kind of going down, but then I could have went up as is. But I stopped by Memphis. I turned in some paperwork. Then what I had to do, like far as paperwork, all that stuff, wash my face, blase, get, you know, just getting ready. I'm heading to Chicago. I'm ready to go. I get shut the truck engine off. Like, come on. I ain't even left Memphis yet. So now I'm running around in a circle. Cause I'm like, man, let me see what it is. The reason I gotta shut the engine off. Go, I buy some oil, pull some oil in there just in case. I think my oil was kind of low, so I just put some oil in it anyway. So I was like, man, I got that out the way. When I get to driving, I make it to Illinois. Make it to Illinois, shut the engine off again. So what the fuck? Man, it's been 5 hours. I done drove at least 5 hours, man. 4 or 5, I can't remember. So I pull over. I'm thinking all I gotta do is wait. Cop pulled up. He said, hey man, you in a bad area. I was like, okay, long as that's all I needed to know. I think I had less than a mile. I could have made it to the rest area. But like I said, the light said shut the engine off now. So shut the engine off. I said, look, I said, I'm gonna creep to this rest area. And he was like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna follow you. So so next thing I know, my bad, some random truckers do random stuff. And it's like they try to be nosy to see if they know you, or they try to come talk to you. I don't mind talking to random truckers, but sometimes it just be bad timing. Like, man, I gotta collect my thoughts. I don't even want to open up the door, my window. It is cold. So I thought it was bad. So like I said, I creep up to the rest area. Now I'm calling it in like, yo, I'm like, man, I'm jammed up, man. I keep getting this shut the engine light off. Well, the dispatch haven't even made the switch yet from night dispatch to day shift. So I'm like, man, I kept on heading to Chicago. My dispatch called me like, hey, how much power you lost? I'm like, man, what the fuck you mean power? Man, on our nose, we got your power getting low or something. I was like, oh my God. So I told them the story again, what was going on. He was like, no, man, we're going to send you to a dealership. We still on the warranty. I said, all right, just let me know. I'm tired now. Like, I really been up all day Monday because I was trying to I cleaned my truck out, did my little shopping while I was at the house. Did my shopping, cleaned my truck out. Man, I'm tired because I thought I was gonna make it into Chicago and go to sleep, and it'll be it. And now I've been up longer than needed. So, man, I'll get to the dealership. Man, I didn't even care what he said. I went and found like the cheapest hotel I could find. I said, check me in. Check me in. And next thing I know, I fell asleep. I woke up like the next day. So I woke up a little later and I walked over there. This is in Effingham. So I woke up, go over there, I'm like, yo, what's the status on the truck? Oh, we ain't gonna find out till tomorrow. I'm alright. I'm like, okay, let's go. So I was like, man, is there a card I can get? So instead of walking, I can just call. They give me a card. I get my little hygiene product out the truck. I'm ready to rock and roll. So I get to this is what, Tuesday. I've been in the hotel from Tuesday all the way to Thursday. Man, I'm like, God, I need to find a way to like down spend for this week so bad. So bad. So now that led me into now I'm just moving trailers for a whole weekend. So all Friday. Damn, what's the day? All Friday and Saturday I've been moving tanks. That's what my bad. All Friday I was moving tanks around in the Chicago area. I had to drive to Pennsylvania. It was like an 8-hour drive. And now I'm moving tanks over here, and then I gotta get to New Jersey. So, man, if you can to prevent a shutdown, do so. But see, some companies are different too. I'm not gonna say like I done switched companies. I'm not with Ozark no more. I love the company to death. Don't get me wrong. I love the company to death. I'm just doing tank now. I really like tanking, and it was something I always wanted to do. I felt like if I learned tanking, it can be a nice paying job if I decide to go local. I really want to look forward to like building a platform so I can go local and not be hurt. That's what I'm trying. That's my main goal. Sorry if I'm talking slow. Like folks get to moving around me, man. I gotta see. I don't know about you. I've been jumped before in the streets. I gotta watch my surroundings too. I promise myself I won't ever get jumped again off guard. Like if I can avoid it, I'm telling you. But yeah, man. I'm like I said. But if you do looking to go on the Ozark, if you so happen to catch this and you don't know where to go out of school and all that, and I would really recommend Ozark. Really recommend Ozark. Reason being, man, they after training, you'll make some decent money. I think Ozark Prime. What else is that? Another company I can't think of. I think Ozark and Prime are the ones that pay you the most that I've seen coming straight out of school. Even after they paying for your CDLs. I don't know if Ozark pay for your CDLs. I never tried it. I do know Prime will, especially if you go through them, but I don't know the pay rate. I know with Prime, it was like, man, they were damn near paying you almost 40 to 50 some cents just coming out of school. Now once you get to the high 40s and 50 cents per mile, man, you almost on cruise control. Because I put it like this, I was stuck in Pennsylvania on Christmas. last year. Yeah, last year. I was stuck in Pennsylvania during Christmas. We were talking about numbers. And he was like, man, what you making over there? This when I was with PTL. This is when I really knew, man, I gotta keep moving. I really do. I just gotta keep moving. Once I get to a place where I can sit still and do what I gotta do, hey, I can do that. He was like, man, for every 1,000, you putting a zero behind whatever you make per mile. Every 1,000 miles, you put a zero behind what you make per mile. I was like, are you serious? Man, that PTL, after training, they would start me at 38% per mile. I think 38%. I'm going to say not percent, 38 cents per mile. Man, when I started adding up, I'm like, man, even if I do get 3,000 miles, that is maybe 900 to 1,000. But we ain't talking about insurance and taxes that come out afterwards. Ozark, it was like a little light, but I was able to work with it. Ozark, man, I was saying, like 800, 900, 700. You know, it was stuff I could work with. It beats 500 to 400. That's the downside over this company. I just during that whole time, I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie to y'all. During that whole downtime, during that Halloween incident where I lost my car, and I only got paid $400 for that week. This is why our pay period is so off. But man, it kind of makes up for it. You got to get your paperwork in by Wednesday. You would think that would be an easy task. Hell no. Only way you can get your paperwork in, for one, we're like old school over here. They was like, it's called Trip Pack. Let me see if I got it. I know I got it. It's called Trip Pack. So basically, we gotta fill these motherfuckers out. We gotta fill them out, and we gotta mail it back. We don't even use the Transflow fax machine where they could get it in that day if we're done. No, we gotta mail it, and if we're not at a terminal, which is like, I think from one terminal to another one, it'll take a day for them to get it. But you're rarely at a terminal. I'm OTR, so I'm rarely at a terminal. Being that I'm not from one, it'll take them 2 days to get it. So sometimes, depending on the load, you might not even be able to get in a paperwork for their week. Like, because it gotta be due Wednesday. It's like the paperwork need to be in by Wednesday. You got like Saturday. I don't know, man. They pay period. They pay period is one of the most headaches I ever had with this company so far. That's just so far. Besides trying to learn tanking, the pay period was a headache. It was a hassle for me. Like, I'm like, God, dog, like, you got to get your paperwork in a certain time, but you might not, the way the load's set up, you might not even get one in. So then that might be your short week, but then it will be followed by what you did for the long week. I hate it. But it was 1 week, it was like a couple of weeks. I was going from like Chicago to Texas, Chicago to Illinois. Man, my pocket was looking like it was getting pregnant on me. But yeah, other than that, man, tanking is pretty nice. Hopefully I can get a decent video of instructions, man. I'm not the perfect tanker right now. Don't get me wrong, but I won't steer you wrong. I will not steer you wrong. If I can get to having a cameraman or something with this tanking stuff. Tanking is pretty easy. It's not the most complicated. Don't get me wrong. It depends on how you learn. Because it's almost tanking is almost like a puzzle. You just gotta see what fittings can go into what, where you hooking up to, and then you go. Learn how to set your pump on, or you gonna air off. Man, other than that, man, you ready to rock and roll. Over here, we getting like 20 something. We getting like 20 something an hour for offloading and unloading an hour. Detention time, we get like 24, I believe. 24 after that. After the first hour, we get detention time. First 2 hours. 2 hours. After the first 2 hours, you get detention. Man, this one load I had, I got 28 hours of detention time. I couldn't find the place. Come to find out, it was a Love's being built, and nobody tell me. It was a Friday. It was a Friday that carried over into a Saturday or a Sunday. Man, how did this load get set up? I think it was a Friday load that carried over to Saturday. I got there Saturday. Couldn't find the place. By the time I got done pumping, it was supposed to be a gravity feed pump. I wish I had the picture. I wish I didn't delete the pictures now, so I could show you how it was set up. Man, it was a gravity feed pump, but I couldn't air off. The tank didn't even have nowhere for me to air off. And man, I'm talking about we're hauling motor oil. So for Mobile, we're like one of the top companies to haul for them. Man, I was sitting there. Let me see. I got there Saturday around like 1, 2 something in the morning. By the time I got to him, it was like I was supposed to be there by 8, but I couldn't find a place, and then I was already asleep. I'd have been driving all night. I called night dispatch. They took forever. Couldn't get a hold to the guy. Man, I fell asleep. I called all the numbers on the bill of lading. I done Googled it. Google didn't even recognize the address. If Google don't recognize your address, something wrong. Something is wrong if Google can't recognize your address. So, let me remind you, it was nighttime. So, I couldn't see, and I parked into a Flying J. Road Ranger Flying J. So, I get there. This lady, she knew my struggle. I told her what was going on. She said, look, you can park here. Wasn't even a parking spot. She was like, I'll make sure I'll leave a note. You know what I'm saying? Leave the truck note. I'm going to tell them, hey, don't mess with you. You're really lost, and you got a delivery that you don't even know where it's at. I was supposedly close in this vicinity. Well, I guess if you're an older trucker who probably would have known, man, it was a Love's being built under construction. They knew their address, but it wasn't recognized in the system yet, as far as like I said, with Google or anywhere else. So he finally called my company to get a hold of somebody. They finally get a hold of me. It's like, hey, we finally got a hold to him. We looking for him. I was like, where is he? He's like, man, look, I'm gonna give you his number. I called him. I told him the whole thing. He said, man, you're fine. He's like, I knew I was supposed to have an 8 o'clock delivery. It's a Saturday, remind you. By the time they got a hold to me, I think it was like 10, maybe 11, maybe. Yeah, 10 or 11. And by the time I get there, like maybe 10:30 or 11. I can't remember the time. I wish I could remember the time. Man. So I get the pump and we getting to set things up. So luckily he helped me. So we setting things up. We setting up the hoses. It's a gravity feed. I'm talking about hours go by. It's barely dripping. I'm like, man, hold on. So I'm just like, I told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna sit with you. You can do whatever. I said, when they signed the paperwork, blase. Y'all, it was like 6 something in the morning when I got done. They credited me 28 hours of detention and on top of that, I was able to get some sleep. And on top of that, by me getting some sleep, I got paid for getting a 34-hour reset. So, man, that was a long day, man. That was a long day, but hey, it's not easy. It's not easy. You have your ups and downs with tanking. I was able to get something to eat. I was good. It was cold too, but I was able to sit in the truck. Well, I'm a hard worker. I told every driver, every company I went to, I'm a hard worker, man. I'm trying to get. Just don't play with me and my hours, and let me get some hours. That's it. And luckily over here, it's not always about the miles, because you can make decent money while offloading and unloading, especially if you get detention time. And I think that detention time equaled out to like $600. That's just detention. That's not on top of what miles I done got for that week. That's just detention time. That's a blessing to me, man. I can't complain about it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna end this video off right here, man. End this video off. Hopefully I can come up with some more. I ain't even expect to be this long. This just me talking, y'all. I told you I'm gonna talk. Told you I like talking. Boy, once I get the rumbling, I'm gone. Like road runner with the mouth sometimes. But y'all have a good one, man.